Hello, everybody. Radiac right here. Welcome to more video on my channel. And today we are going to play the hack ROM of Megaman X3 called Project Zero. Okay, and this is it. I'm really going to start from the beginning right here. You know, it's going to be kind of a new game plus, even though we don't have a new game plus right here, but it's going to be a new game plus. I hope it goes well. I hope everybody had a good time, and let's go. And yeah, of course I'm going to play at Zero. No. Cut the small talk, man. Just cut the small talk. Let's go, everybody. Let's go. Nice. Gotta say, man, I would not say one of my favorites Super Nintendo games, but Megaman X3 was kind of strange. It was very good, actually. But it was very good until a point. I thought there were a few mechanics inside of the game that were really strange, like the red armor mechanic, you know. And there goes X. There he is. So I thought the red armor for X was kind of a strange mechanics, you know. Probably was the first time that we had a major mechanical break on the series, you know. Because we were always going to, you know, you were always going to collect one armor and then go throughout the game, throughout the end of the game, stuff like this. But another third game, they decided to add 2 armors, actually 3 if you count the gold armor. But it was strange for me, you know. I thought it was a break of the game mechanics. And then we had Zero, which is strange, even though it's good. It still is a break on the game mechanics also. You could go throughout the entire game with Zero helping you, aiding you and stuff like this, but it's not the same thing, you know. I still am a fan for the Megaman X2, which I think is the best one from the trilogy on the Super Nintendo, you know. And X1 was pretty rustic, it was pretty, you know, rustic, and it was pretty classical, way too much classical thing, because it was the first one, so it was also experimental. You know, it is more dry compared to the other titles. But of course, there are a few limitations like generations and more time to develop the game and stuff like this. But yeah, I do think that Mega Man X1 compared to X3 still had a more charm. It still was more charming to play Mega Man X1. And Mega Man X3 also had a strange color palette. Like you guys can see that the color palette of the game it's pretty saturated. It has way too much color, something that didn't happen on the first 2 games. Mega Man X2 was a little bit more colorful, but it uses right here, right here. So it was a little bit more colorful, but it used the color idea a little better. Right here, just strange, man. You guys can see right here on the menu. It's too much information. Even though we have the bosses and we have the menu, the layout for the bosses, the map on a regular, like we did in the previous games. Right here, you guys can see that the color palette is not regular compared to the first 2 games. It's strange, right? So as you guys can see, look on the sky, on the gravity beetle sky. The sky is orange for some reason that I don't know why, you know. And right here, there's so much information on the screen, as you guys can see. Right here on the... I forgot his name. I really don't have a high holding opinion on X3, so I keep forgetting the names of the Mavericks right here. But on Neon Tiger. On Neon Tiger, the sky is also orange again, so... It's strange, and right here on the Tunerino, it really lacks information, you know, it's pretty much basic right now on the screen right here. This phase right here was a little bit tedious to play. This stage right here was a little bit good, was awesome. Right here on Blast Hornet 2, it was strange because it was like a military... how is the name in English? A military stage, but Revity Beetle, I don't think he has nothing to do with military stuff like this, you know. So it was strange. The most correct, the most right stage was this stage right here, the ice stage. I forgot the name of the Maverick also. And those are a few things I like to point out when I play Megaman X3. It still is one of the greatest hits. PS2 has greatest hits. Super Nintendo don't, but if Super Nintendo had greatest hits, Megaman X3 would be in there, you know. Nice. So Megaman X3 would be on the greatest hits, certainly. Let me drink a little bit of coffee right here, guys. Let me clear my throat. You guys can see that my voice is not doing right now. Alright, I feel a little bit better. So, yeah, when we come back right here, everything is pretty strange, as you guys can see. Starting for the music, I would not say that is a 10, but I definitely would say that it's a great song. It stuck in your head when you play it. It's decent, it's enjoyable, you know, to a level. About the stage, I would not know how to punctuate things right here, how to point things right here. The stage is okay, and in this case right here, it does make sense because, well, Tunerino. So he operating it so logically. He operates in caves. He operates mining, you know, excavating and doing things right here. So the stages make sense to the Maverick purpose, you know. And yeah, it's enjoyable when you actually play inside of the stage. It begins to be more beautiful when you get inside the real of the stage, deep in the cave, and start to see the rivers on the background and stuff like this. So it really becomes an enjoyable thing to see and to go through. So we had a mini boss right here, but it was quite hard also, this guy right here. I think he's okay, he's decent, nice. He makes sense with the purpose of the stages like this, but I thought for myself, especially as a kid, of course I used to play this game with save states and stuff like this, but especially as a kid it was really hard to get by this mini boss right here. It was strange to get through him because he was the space to work right here was very limited, you know, so it was really strange to fight him. Oh Jesus, no, nice. So it really was strange to fight him. But that's okay. Really, 2 in a row. I believe that there was a trophy for not getting hit, but I probably lost it, so I won't gonna do it another time, maybe on the next year or so. the 10, I'm gonna try to pick up the trophy. I think it's going to be the first time that I'm gonna do it, actually. But I do have a thing, that I do every year. Every year I play Megaman from X1 throughout X8, you know, on a roll. And I think this year is not going to be different. I hope so. So I'm gonna play from the first game throughout all the emulators that I have. I'm gonna use Retroarch, then DuckStation, and I really think that my only doubt is that I'm going to use the PC version of the Mega Man X8 or the PS2 version. I think I'll probably go with the PS2 version since I won't have the trophies for Mega Man X8. And I want to revisit the past also. So I'm gonna... Yeah, I'm quite sure that I'm gonna go with Mega Man X8 and I'm gonna do the PS2 version of the game. Dun-dun. Nice. You got Tornado Fang. No time for saving, no time for saving. Okay. Oh yeah, since we don't want to go throughout the regular route right here. Nice. Since we are not going to route the regular route here, I'm gonna go with Desert Buffalo right now. And yeah, since we don't have to... Oh Jesus. Okay. No, yeah, it's really my first save state right here. Why there is a trophy? That... Alright, never mind. Later this year when I come back to this hack-on right here, I'm gonna pick up this trophy. I really don't care, I have all the time in the world, really. Nice. Oh yeah, I forgot that on the newer version of the Zero project, you can use all the main powers from the Mavericks. Nice one. And I gotta say, Black Zero is pretty much of a charm, really, to play with him. He already had this vibe of Dark Hero, something like this, but the black skin really suits him well. I do love black. Black is my favorite color, so I really like to put this out, really. Nice. Let's jump up there and proceed right here. Nope. Man, really, I really would like to do a shout out to the Zero project guys. I do remember I'm feeling a little bit old saying this because back in 2005 when I was 4 years old and I was playing Super Nintendo games, maybe a few of you were not even born really. There were a few hack codes that you could use to allow you to play with Zero. So I used to pick up the SNES, so I think I would go to the cheats table. And then I would put a cheat code right there that would let me play with Zero throughout the entire game. And I do remember the most significant thing with Zero was his Z-Saber. Because when you would charge the Z-Saber and do the Z-Saber attack, the boss would last like... You got Frost Chill. Okay. So on a regular basis, when I'm doing cutscenes and stuff like this, I let the game tell its story and I don't comment. But really, just look right here. I don't have nothing more to say about this. It's just ridiculous. They did it on purpose, really. You just can't. I really can't say, really. Like, really. Unknown character, like, really. Okay. Okay, now we are back on the Radiac Radio. How are you? I even forgot what I was saying before, but I do believe that I was saying about Zero. And yeah, there was a cheat code that would let you play with Zero. And I do remember the most significant thing about playing with Zero was his saber. The Z-Saber would cut like 3/4. I don't know how to speak this thing in English, but like it's like 1/3, 3/4. I forgot the. But let's just say that the Z-Saber would took out like 75% of the boss life. And good thing they put it back right here on this hack on. When you finish the game, when you get reload the new game plus, you actually can do this with Zero. So I was pretty happy. I just would like to do a shout out to the Megaman Zero project guys. Really, Zero project. I do believe that Zero project started back in the ending of the 2000s, so it has been a long time also. If I do believe that it was 2000s or early 2010s. So it's been a project that has been running for a long time. I really would like to do a shout out to them. Okay, so right now let's go with Blast Hornet. Nice. And then I would like to punctuate also the soundtrack right here. Quite an amazing soundtrack. Done. But then again, I don't see many sense on Blast Hornet being like a military Maverick. Like, I really don't. You do have a few elements like the planes right here and stuff like this, but it doesn't make it too much sense really. I thought it would make more sense if they put a Blast Hornet to be like a operatic bee, you know, like a construction bee. If this stage right here had like multiple bees and stuff like this. I think this is the only bee that appears on the stage, you know. I thought the stage needed more bees to make sense, you know. Like I told to you guys, Megaman X3 is pretty strange sometimes. Even on the example of the red armor, you know, they had the red armor and stuff like this. And I don't know why, if you pick up the red armor, you can upgrade to the golden armor later on in the game. I thought this doesn't make sense really. Yeah, I really found this to be a strange thing. Don't know why they did it this way, they just did. You know. Oh, okay. They just did. But then again, people, choices, it's complicated. You know, we are not the people who make those games, so if a guy has an idea and if he thinks that it's good, he's going to tell people to put his idea on the game, and a few times it's not the best thing to do, you know. But you know, developers run those games and there's nothing we can do about it really. Dun, 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 sorry guys, but I can't help but sing the soundtrack. I have been going throughout this for 2005, 21 years. Yeah, 21 years. I really hope to do it for 30 if I can. I would be pretty glad if I could. Dun, down, down, dun, 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 dun. Really, I don't know why I have this many passion for retro games. It's not nostalgia, stuff like this, but I do think those old games were better. They do had more passion. You guys can see the details right now. Like right now, you guys can see right here on the ground, the lights shining. They come from the left side and the right side to the middle. It's a nice detail, you know, and you don't see this level of passion in today's games, you know. Very few. I think the last game that I played and had this kind of detail that I liked, no, I would not say Resident Evil Requiem. This year, certainly, yeah. This year, certainly, there wasn't a game like this for me. Last year, I would say The Last of Us Part 2. It was a game that stuck with me the most. For 24, I would say... I can't remember really for 24. Really, I can't remember. I played many games that were amazing. For 25 too, I don't remember exactly. Oh, Last of Us, I got lost. I really got lost, and well, maybe it will be like a Plague Tale, Innocence, the first Plague Tale. I really wanted to do a Plague Tale for you guys right on the channel, but my PC is not too much powerful, so it will not be able to do it. I have a very weak CPU. I really would like to play games for you guys in 4K on Ultra, but not right now, maybe in the future. I think I'm gonna save some money to buy a computer 2 years from now on, because the RAM prices right now are so expensive, they are so high, and also HDs and SSDs right now are costing like an eye. a liver right now, because they are having so much they have been so much like crazy at AI that they are building data centers, like enormous data centers, just to run AI these days, you know. You got parasitic bomb. So like I was saying, they are running those AI data centers right now, and it's just those huge buildings, you know, those huge buildings. So in order to make those AI stuff, they do need storage. They do need storage, and they do need the RAM memory. So right now, I do believe I bought a 2 terabyte HD. I bought a Seagate HD. It came with error, you know. It did not last like 1 week. So that Seagate HD, at that time I bought it for what, $300, and right now it's almost 600. It's almost double the price right now. A regular HD. Neon Tiger. Oh, I should have done that from the start. I'm gonna do it on the next one. So our HD right now, our regular HD, not an SSD, not a M2, not a NVMe, just a regular HD right now is so expensive that it's making it to be impossible to play new games also, because I don't have storage. I only have like what, 200 gigabytes on my HD right now that I use for other things. I still have a few games that I don't have played that I want to play, you know, a few Assassin's Creed games, stuff like this, and a few other projects that requires a large storage. I think for me the ideal would be like 6,000 gigabytes, like 6 terabytes of storage, SSD, or NVMe. Probably like an NVMe to run the system, and an SSD to have this portable storage. It will be like the best thing for me. I will probably go with Core i9 14900, not the K version, the regular one. It's more than enough for me. About RAM, I would probably go with 65 gigabytes. It's okay, 65 gigabytes is okay. A few games are already requiring 32 to play it. I think this is pretty much absurd. We saw The Last of Us come out very badly optimized. I mean, the PC version of The Last of Us came out pretty bad optimized, and you know, 16 gigabytes, which is the industry. Yeah, it's actually the industry standard. Wasn't being able. Oh, nice. Wasn't being able to run the game properly, you know. So it's kind of strange looking back at this. I will probably want a RTX 5080 or 6080. This is one of the reasons that I want to spend 2 years saving money. I want to have a new generation RTX. Oh Jesus! Yeah, guys. I pick up the worst robot, right? I pick up the worst robot. So I rather spend those 2 years saving the money, because I do like to play with ray tracing, even though it's a new technology. It takes too much for the GPU. I think it's pretty nice, and we saw Resident Evil 9 came out, and 5090 was barely running the game, you know. So this is one thing that that I would not say traumatizes me, but I would say that it does worry me about the future of video games in general, because a few years from now on, if you don't own a $5,000, $10,000 computer, you will surely get in trouble to run the newer games, you know. This is one of the reasons that I play retro also, because pretty much the trophies that you can get on those old games. And also because I don't have a powerful computer. I have a 3rd generation Core i5. I can barely play on RPCS3. One game that I like very much that I don't play nowadays is God of War 3. And I can't run on the Shed PS4 because Shed PS4 does require technology. I do believe Shed PS4 requires AVX2 CPUs, like for run the games. So my CPU can't run the game. When I do Shed PS4, I click on play, and then nothing appears or the game boots, but the game screen doesn't appear and only the audio for the emulator appears. So I do need a powerful CPU. I mean, 2 years from now on, even to make my own things right here on the computer, even to make a nice video for you guys. I was playing recently Timesia. I think it's called Timesia. I was playing Timesia, and also I was playing this game called Asterigos. Both are... Oops. You got Ray Splasher. So like I was saying, Timesia and Asterigos were two of the games from the newer generations that I wanted to play, but they were so much CPU heavy. Toxic Seahorse. They were so much CPU heavy that I just delete them from my computer. At some point it was impossible, you know. Explosion will go, you know, the game will do an explosion or any more heavy visual effect that the game would stutter, you know. So at some point it was quite impossible to play those two games on a regular, you know. This is the one thing that really pisses me off, because I grew up playing on emulators and stuff like this. I was noticing micro stutters. I've been suffering from micro stutters lately. I think maybe the RAM memory or my CPU. This is my shot, the RAM memory over the CPU. So it really pisses me off, and I'm playing the game right there, and then a micro stutter happens. Jesus, it's horrible. It's horrible. It really pisses me off, to be honest. One of the more reasons that I want to buy a new computer, you know. And like I was saying, A Plague Tale was quite an amazing experience until the point that I was playing, and there was this animal that I forgot the name right now in English. It was like a pork. I do forgot his name. Oh, I have to go with the fish one. It was like, you guys that played the Plague Tale will remember this, but he's like a pork. I forgot the name of the animal, but you had this thing that you had to do training. I also forgot the name of the thing that Amicia uses, but it's like that thing that we used to do as a kids. But it's basically aim practicing mission with Amicia. You have this thing that you have to wrap a rock with, you know, and this thing that I forgot the name now right now in English. You carry it, and then you go and fight the pork, you know, and then actually, let me stop things right here. Okay. It's recording. We have half an hour. And no achievements. But okay. So, I forgot the name in English, but there was this part of A Plague Tale that you had to shoot the animal with a rock. Yes, this is what I'm trying to say. You had to shoot the pork with a... really forgot, man, but it was that thing you got in Bully. It was also present in Bully. It's that thing made of rubber, that rubber thing that you use to shoot rocks. The moment that the rock shot the pork and he cried, I felt something deep within me, like so intense, like so angustiating. It was so... I don't know how to... Really, this is one thing that keeps me going in life, man. It's the video games. I thought I really couldn't understand this feeling. I felt so bad for shooting that animal that I delete the game from my computer and I said to myself, I'm gonna play this game in 4K on high settings. I don't mind if it takes 10 years, if it takes 5 years, but I'm going to play this game in 4K and high settings because this right here is a masterpiece. And this is what I've been trying to do. I've been trying to wait. I get pretty anxious when I think about A Plague Tale because everything right there is really nice. The visuals are nice, the story is nice, the voice acting is nice. I think you got the map, the ambientation. Really, A Plague Tale is on Assassin's Creed level of game design. It's really nice. And I get anxious when I think about it. But these things are going to be solved within time. Time solves everything. Like people told me. Like my grandma used to tell me, time solves everything. Oh Jesus. And then, yeah, I've been trying my best to... You got Acid Burst. Yeah, I've been trying my best not to get anxious to play those games for you guys, to record my gameplays for you guys. It's been a difficult task, but I'm trying. Okay, let's go to... I don't know if I'm gonna... Yeah, I was saving the best for last, but let's go. Oh, Gravity Beetle. Yes, Gravity Beetle. The amazing thing with Gravity Beetle, I don't know many of you youngsters know about this. Maybe you're a guy that just plays the games for the fun, but Gravity Beetle was actually the most tragic Maverick on the entire X series, and maybe on all series of the Megaman actually. He became a Maverick, but not because of the Sigma virus. He became a Maverick because Storm Eagle was killed on the first game. It's on the lore of the games, on the books, but it's pretty much online. I think you guys can search and find out about this. But yeah, Gravity Beetle did not became a Maverick because of the Sigma virus. He actually became a Maverick because Megaman killed Storm Eagle on the first game. And this is a nice detail that I found out that was amazing because they do get angry. They do have like emotions, you know, the Reploids. And it was quite unusual for this to happen, really. When I found out, I was pretty amazed, really. Because how a robot can have this kind of emotion, you know? How a robot can renounce everything he is, renounce everything he stands for, just because they kill one of his robot brothers, if we can say this, you know. because they were in the same unit, they were made together at the same time, they really were like brothers. And then he got so mad at the Maverick Hunters organization that he became a Maverick himself to avenge the memory of Storm Eagle. And this is like an amazing thing. I think this Megaman X3 is not the best, it's far from being the best, but this thing right here, the depth of the story is really amazing. And yeah, Megaman X3 compared to the first two games do have an amazing story, to be honest. We had Vile again, we had Dr. Doppler and stuff like this, we had Bytes and Beats, you know. And I do believe it was a nice game to go with the story. I mean, it was a nice game to go with the story perspective, really. Even though it's not my favorite from the three ones, for me it's Mega Man X2, X1 and X3. It's not my favorite from all the main games. I have my Triad. I have my Trinity of Mega Man games. Mega Man X games, I mean. For me, it's X8. I do like X8 the best. And then I got X4, and then X2. But there are a few days that I like X2 the most. You know, there are a few days that I like X4 the most. But in general, it's those three games for me. It always has been, you know. I'm not a player from the classical Mega Man games. I'm just not that good playing them, really. I tried to play Mega Man 2 and 1 and 4 and 5 a few times throughout my life, but I just can't do it, really. You got Gravity Wheel. And there's no time for saving. And like I was saying, I tried to play the classical Mega Man games, but they were like in another level. They were so much difficult that I just couldn't do it, really. So, but being very honest with you guys, the NES games, they really were designed to psychopaths, to little running around psychopaths, really, because those games were not made for kids, man. They make those games difficult because people back then could not afford games all the time. So they make a game difficult for a kid to always go throughout the game and then get better and beat it, you know. Beat it. Don't stop. If you never did this, you have no childhood. Okay. Crush Crawfish. And there he is, Crush Crawfish. Nice. Less than 1 second on the stage and I already got hit. Okay. And then again, a few times the soundtrack is awesome. This game right here. Sorry guys, but I have to do it. I don't care if I'm going to lose my trophy, but I have to do this. This is so cool, guys. This is so cool. Let's go. By the way, let's play with Megaman a little bit right here. I haven't played with Megaman the entire game. And I really forgot on this hack-on if you... Really, man? He barely waited for me to get down here. There was this boss on the later stages of the game that would jump inside. That would jump inside of Zero and kill him, right? I mean, he would jump on the Zero shoulder and damage him, and then Megaman would pick up the Z-Saber. But I don't remember if this happens on the Hakon right here. I hope it don't. I'm gonna switch for Megaman when I need to fight him. It's here? Oh, it's here. I'm gonna let Vile alive because I want to fight Vile. Okay. Man, I still try to avoid those rocks. But then again, look, I would like to point to a few things right here. If there are a few rocks like crawling and getting down there, hitting you, where are they coming from? Look, right here on the top. Where are the rocks coming from? So it doesn't make sense, you know. And I really look for consistency when I'm playing those games, really. And sometimes I don't see consistency on those games, you know. And there he is, the golden boy, curling, the Megaman X curling. It's called curling, right? The Megaman X curling. By the way, curling for Megaman is 0, but this guy right here has died and come back so many times that it's an amazing thing to happen, really. Okay. Oh Jesus. Really? It doesn't work on him? Damn. It's so much easier to fight him with Zero. Yeah, no kidding, I'm gonna use the Z-Buster. The X-Buster, really. I gotta say, Dr. Light made a hell of a robot, man. He made a hell of a robot. By the way, it's an amazing thing to learn that on Mega Man Zero, Zero was sleeping for like 100 years, like he was sleeping for 100 years before, and then he woke up to fight on the L-Force, and then when he came back to from the L-Force, he started to sleep again. So Zero was on a practical way, he was sleeping for 200 years, and then he comes back and he kicks everyone's butt. Like Zero, Mega Man is amazing, but Zero was always kind of another level, really. I really would like to play Mega Man X9. I think it's not going to come out like ever, but if they had Mega Man X9, I would like to play a little bit on the L-Force to see how things work out after. If Axel is alive or stuff like this. We barely got a mention of Axel with Mega Man Zero, so I would like what happens to Axel, but I'm pretty sure they're not going to kill him. It's impossible for them to kill Axel. No, it's not going to happen, really. And if Mega Man X9 comes out, it's not settled on the L-Force, I would like to play Mega Man X10 on the L-Force to see how things work out after. Oh, almost. Nice, nice, very nice. Dun 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 dun. Let's get going. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Guys, what game I should do next? I'm thinking about Maximum Carnage, Sparkster, maybe Earthworm Jim. One of the games that people get more, how can I say, I would not say shocked, but very surprised when I talk about it. It's Earthworm Jim, because I was never a fan of the original Earthworm Jim. You know, the characters, the TV series, and I did not play in Earthworm Jim on the Super Nintendo. So when I tell people, look, I never finished Earthworm Jim for the Super Nintendo, they really do look at me and say, really? They really don't believe. It's a game that I've been wanting to do a long time right now, even though we need to do it with infinite health. I think we should do it. And there he is. Oh, I'm playing with Megaman, I forgot. Can I use 0 right here? Yes. It's a good thing that you can change change to 0 whenever you want. It's a really nice thing to do right here. It's pretty charming. I don't know about you guys. I really don't want to be I don't know how to say it. I really don't want to say this because I'm playing Theater Hack-On. But really, I do believe that Mega Man X3 is one, if not the best hack-on of the Super Nintendo. It's really well designed, you know, it doesn't have significant bugs and stuff like this. And they have been going on that like for years and years, so it's pretty much perfect. I don't know what they can add right now. You got Spinning Blade. So I really don't know what they can add right now. Their hack-on is practically perfect, but I do believe they are going to put a version 5.0, and this is going to be the final version of the game. Float Catfish. And this guy right here is the worst boss to fight, because whenever you hit him with his weakness, he jumps on the ground, he does some mimics, you know, some stunts, and it takes forever to him to get back on the ground and get his invincibility period done. It's so angustiating to fight him, really. So good thing we had the 0 right here with the Z-Saber to fight him. By the way, the soundtrack right here, yeah, there's no way for me to deny this, but along Gravity Beetle, Volt Catfish soundtrack is the best of the game. You know, those two are the best soundtracks really of Mega Man X3. Down, 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 down. Those two soundtracks are the best soundtracks of the entire game. Dun, 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 dun. And again, when I was saying to you guys about stages and characters, right now it does make sense because Volt Catfish is the electrical fish, so he doesn't work on an electric installation. So, well, it makes sense, you know. And by the way, right now, this right here is one of the greatest flaws of the entire game right now, because when you get down here, to do this, you have to get hit. So you can't do like 100%, you can't do a 100% gameplay without getting hit. This is right here is one of the greatest flaws of the entire game. I think that if you design a game, there are going to be like crazy psychopaths, I don't know, ARC players, you know, that doesn't get outside of home, have like 4,000 or 5,000 hours in just one game. They really are addicted to this game. So you have to make those guys mind. You have to make like one mode for a game. If you're a game developer, listen to me. You have to make a game and you have to make it possible to finish the game from start to the end without getting hit. You have to do this, man. If you're a game developer, listen to my words. It's going to save you a lot of trouble in the future. I say it because I know it. And alright, we already have a right here, and this Volt Catfish, everybody. There he is. Oh Jesus. And I already got hit. And by the way, I have to say this because it's a bad thing, really. I would not say it's nice. There are people that think that this is nice and stuff like this, but there's no denying that the Volt Catfish is like a... How can I say it? I would not say a copy, but a tribute, like... Like I can't take it seriously, man. They just recycle Spec Mandrill entirely right here for Volt Catfish, and you know, lacks of originality, man. Just don't do this. You got Riot Thunder, So he says that he's going to put an end to Sigma this time. And then we got to get through without Sigma, like, for another 5 games. Maybe even more in the future. So, oops. By the way, yeah, this is one thing that I've been wanting to know also, because of the Elf Wars and stuff like this. What happened to Sigma on those 200 years after Megaman events, you know? What happened to Sigma? Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. I don't know why I pressed fast forward, I just did. Sorry if I broke your immersion on the game. Oops, almost. Guys, I have an idea. I think I'm going to play God of War 2 the next time. I've been wanting to play God of War 2 for a long time right now. I think it's going to be an enjoyable experience if I play God of War 2. No, it's quite a long game, but I think I can do it. Down, 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 down. Okay. Just cut the small talk, man. You guys are in the middle. Guys, I need to drink water. Just wait a little bit right now. I'm gonna pick up some water right now. You guys can read. You guys can read and listen to the music a little bit. So, like I was saying, those two guys right here, you know, the red boy and the blue bomber, they are on the middle. They are on the middle of an important mission, and they are doing small talk. You know, it's not time for doing small talk right now. Sorry guys, I really had to go out. My throat has been really dry lately. I don't know why. But I had to go out a little bit to pick up some water. So sorry for the interruption. Okay. They really missed the opportunity to pick up put something hidden right here. There's nothing right here. They could have put a secret here. They could have put the Tatsumaki Senpukyako right here, right before the boss, you know. It would have been amazing, along with the golden armor. But I think it would not make main sense because Tatsumaki it's a kick, and then we had the Shoryuken and the Hadouken before. They were hand movements, so I think for Megaman it would not make it wouldn't make too much sense, you know. But I happy that we got the golden armor, the original game. Jesus Christ, he's powerful. He might be the hardest boss of the game along with Sigma, really. And I really missed even though X3 had a few mechanics that I did not like, I do miss the simple mechanics right here. Because from Megaman, yeah, the worst Megamans are X5 and X6. Because they were trying to implement those mechanics of shooting the Death Star at the end of the game, you know, and stuff like this. And it's something that I don't like. So I hope that nowadays we got the Ends Edition. You know, so the Ends Edition fixed a lot of problems with Mega Man. And I forgot. I forgot that if you can play the game on a regular, because when I'm playing Mega Man X, 5 and 6, I just want to pick up 0 and go throughout the stage. You know, I don't want to worry about shooting the Death Star or something like this. I just want to play the game, really. So it's a deep break in the game mechanics that I personally don't like. There are people who like, but I personally don't. I thought that we did not need it to do this, you know. Where's the water? There's no water right here? Okay, now is the moment that I had to choose X, right? But we are going to do it just for the love of the game, just for the just for the nostalgia, and just going to do it for the we are going to do it just for the wait, what? Wait. Okay then. Oh, I think it's upstairs. I thought that the boss was downstairs. Dun 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 dun. Really takes forever for them to climb the spine walls right here. Yeah, and I really don't like to see Megaman near the spines, if you guys know what I mean. I don't want to to spoil the newcomers to the series, but it's not nice seeing Megaman near the spines, really. If you guys know what I mean. So I think this is right here. This is the place that we need to go with Megaman. This is the mini-boss. Is it the boss or the mini-boss? No, it's the boss, really. Talking about the boss, I give my love, not for honor, but for you. I had to make a Snake Eater. I did not play the remake. My PC can't run the remake, and by the way, my PC can't run the remake, my PC can't run the original game also. Oh, so this is the thing. I had to kill Vile in order to fight those two bosses. So because I did not kill Vile, the bosses did not appear. Oh, now I get it. Does he have the mechanic? No. He's not like a Blizzard Buffalo. Bring it on. Dude, you're not going to kill me right here. Just to make sure he's going to die. Okay guys, it's boss rush time regularly. When I'm playing boss rush on X1 and X3, I do use the Shoryuken and the Hadouken, but we don't have it right here, so I'm gonna use the Buster. Okay. Oh, there's a trophy for not getting hit. But I did not got hit. Anyway. Worst Maverick of the entire game, man. Worst Maverick in the entire game, really. So boring to fight. And there you go. One more. One, two, three. Nice. Nice shot. There goes Neon Tiger. Wait, what? Okay then. Goodbye to you. By the way, I don't remember if right here we already are going to fight Sigma. My memory of Mega Man X3 is pretty hazy. As I told you guys, it's not my favorite Mega Man game. I don't play very often, just from time to time. I do remember finishing Mega Man X3 on the 1st of January, because every time I do this, I finish Mega Man games, like from X1 to X8 every year. And last year I did it. So I did it on the passing of the year. I started on the night of 31 December, and I finished on the New Year's Eve, you know, because I always do it. It's a tradition. So I really ran out of time, so I had to do it, and I did. So I last played X3 that time, and I play, of course, the Little Project. I did not play the original game. I just can't play the original game anymore, man. Now we have the Zero Project, and it's good, and I really can't play the original game anymore. It doesn't feel right to play the original game anymore. And by the way, even if you don't like the Zero Project, you can have New Game Plus with Mega Man. So it's not just for Zero, it's also for Mega Man, to be honest. And there he is, Gravity Beetle. Dun dun dun. Nice. I hate those. Oh, of course, Dr. Doppler. I really forgot about him. And there he is, the man in all its glory, Dr. Doppler. I really hate when he does this. You have to fight him on the regular buster, because if you do this, he is always going to recover his health. Yes, or you can shoot him when he's on the air right now. Dun dun dun. And then we got a trophy, Sick Doctor. Yeah, it's going to be tough for me right here because I can't fight him on a regular. Oops. Nice. I always get astonished by the fact that he always have two bodies, man. He always have two bodies, it's amazing. Behold my power! Okay. Nothing that the Z-Saber can't work out. Nothing that the Z-Saber can't work out right here. 1, 2, 3. There he is, again and again and again. Every single time. The guy just doesn't give up, man. The guy just doesn't give up. No, not this time. Oh, I'm glad I have save states right here. I used to play on my real Super Nintendo, and when I used to play those Super Nintendo games, which obviously they are more difficult, there were points that I would die and I would not be able to go back. Dude, I would always get pissed. Good that nowadays we have save states and emulators. Sometimes it's better to play with emulators. And sometimes it's good to revisit the old ways, you know. But for you to have both things, it's better. Oh shit, here we go again. This is also one thing that it's a tradition, it's an amazing thing and all, but every time that they exit the place, what are they doing exactly? They jump, they become a ray of light, and they just appear in another place, like, we still don't have an explanation of why they do this, they just do it, you know. But okay. Zero, with the Season of X, has crushed Sigma's plans once again. But for some reason, Zero has an uneasiness that still haunts him. As a hunter, he knows that it's his duty to go after Mavericks. Yet, at the same time, he wonders what destiny he has in store for him. But unknown to Zero, his destiny has already been decided. In the future, Zero's decision will lead two great hunters to tragedy. But only time will tell when and why. And this is it, guys. This was Megaman X3 Zero Project version 4.8. I do hope you guys liked it. I tried my best right here to play the game. Because it's been a long time since I last played the game on a regular, you know. As I told you guys, I played the game 6 months ago. And I'm not a specialist on X3. X3 is not one of my babies. So I get through throughout the game, but there are a few times that I get like kind of stuck in some place or another. You guys saw me, a guy that has been playing a game for 20 years has to use a hard thing to go throughout the end of the game, you know. But well, let's see in the future if I'm going to get better at it. Okay. Dun 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 dun. Boom 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 boom. Dun 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 dun. Mosquitoes, Rex 2000. Volt, Kuragale, and Goliath. Press disposal. They credited the press on the credits. Okay, nice going. Capcom. This is it, guys. I think I'm gonna get going for now. And it was a pleasure to have you guys right here to play this amazing game with me. And I'll see you guys in the next video. This is Radiakic, and bye bye.